Imagine, man. Imagine, man.
You don't have to imagine. They started like that.
Right. You know what? You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? You want to know what's so crazy? You're right. You might as well just bang me in the face next time. Fucking hell, let's go, man. Start the. Oh, you already recorded. She ain't recorded.
I am recording.
You're recording as well. Thanks for letting somebody know.
No,
Nobody
nobody
thought let's clap now so we can sync the audio.
Clap now then.
Nigga got hands.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Nothing New Pod, episode
41.
Yeah.
41.
Damn.
We're joined. There's a Bible verse I want to begin with this episode. I think. Hey, you go church more than me. Let me know if I'm wrong. He who says.
That was Higgs, fam.
Let me start again.
he who.
Just allow it.
Let me start again. I think it's like he who.
I don't think they wrote it like that.
No, that's the way they wrote it. Something about he who says nothing is wise. Some shit like that.
You are so dumb. That is good. That was a good one still. That's one of your best content still, Zero. That's one of that's.
He's still not get.
I have nothing to say to you.
Yo, that one there was good still. That's one of your best content still, Zero. They did well still. They did your thing still. Yeah. Nudge again for me, please. Still, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, it's so hot in here, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to episode 41 of the Nothing New Podcast. Thank you very much for your support and all of that stuff so far.
Trust me.
Yeah, let's. We're joined by John this episode.
Special guest and that.
No, like that.
It's not really special no more, to be honest.
Bro.
How many times have you been on now?
2, 3.
Yeah, you better start contributing to this podcast. wants to be rolling in and using the fuck. But yeah, thank you for coming, John. We got Sarah behind the scenes. Went from being the star of the show. Actually, when you know what?
Trust me, I'm gonna take the back seat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the back seat.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to take you guys shine too much.
Like that.
So she thought, I'm just gonna stand behind the camera again.
Trust me.
But yeah, we've got Sarah here as well. Got O, Pettyfully 62.
Come on, you're the best.
Oh, 10 man.
Me or you?
Don't look at me, I ain't involved. I don't know what you two do in your spare time.
Anyway.
All I gotta say is yum. But anyway, moving on.
Wow.
Then that's it. We leave it there then.
I really don't.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know.
Why are you looking at me?
Everybody busting up like I know what he's talking about.
Don't look at me, bro. Don't look at me.
Anyway, what are we saying today, lads?
Yeah, well, how's everybody's like? You know what? Like, is everybody alright? Like, are you alright? Nah, genuinely, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you alright, John?
Yeah.
Are you alright, Mons?
Not really.
I'm good.
You're not.
Not
No
really.
one cares. You
Why-
tough.
why you not alright?
You tough, right? Niggas get shot every day,
Fight, right?
Tough, right?
Tough, right?
You get shot every day, B.
But I saw this thing, which is that like with men in general, like if you were going through a tough time, do you feel like you could call either me or?
This is the thing. Like 2 weeks ago, I was gonna ask you guys the same question, but I think we had something to talk about. But yeah. No, me, I just crack on with it,
And that's the thing with men.
Yeah.
It's like if I was going through a tough time as well, I wouldn't think to call either of like any other guy.
You keep stepping in it.
But it's bad though.
You know what it is? Yeah, things like you don't call anybody during it, but after I can call you and we laugh about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's if you make it. There might be a day where you don't make it, bro. Like we can laugh about it, but there might be a day where you don't make it.
It's true.
And I know, especially you could be going through. Yeah, why you saying like?
No, I was a nigga pointing at me.
Because it's you.
Because it's you.
We all do it.
No, but you especially.
There's
a different.
Bro,
What? Exactly.
Bro.
You're a cyborg.
what do you mean? What
Exactly
have
how
you
I've
done?
done. I haven't done anything that you guys wouldn't have done.
No,
No,
you leave your
yeah.
heart under your
No,
bed,
no.
then you step outside.
That's the. So where did the fuck this thing come from?
You just keep
Man
it
said he's
yourself.
doing spoken word.
Spoken word on my feelings.
On my podcast, are you crazy?
thing to deal with, right?
Yeah, but it's like, you know, if you're going through a tough time, like you should let like your people know. I think anyway.
I hear you, but it's just, what is the solution?
2 heads are better than 1.
I hear you.
2 heads are better than 1, bro. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
It depends on the head, though. I can't lie to you.
What?
Boy, it depends on the head for real.
No, it's true. No. The thing is, all jokes aside, if you let in someone that's been waiting for this information to fall in that for them to do wrong shit, or they just a chick, or they just a chick.
Of course, but I'm saying like your boys, because there've been certain things that's happened that if it happened to Ori, boy, you ain't knowing nothing. Am I lying?
What?
Am I lying?
On issues.
No, bro. But you know for a fact. There's when certain things happen to you, bro. Like no one's knowing unless somebody calls you, and the way you drop it as well is so nonchalant.
Exactly. Oh, by the way.
Yeah. It's so nonchalant.
The game's the game.
It's so nonchalant, and it's like that's not a by the way thing.
That's
not a by the way thing, bro.
Like a side track
Like a
conversation.
The game, I don't know, to be honest, but you just deal with it, innit? You find it. I feel like, to be honest, I just feel like you come to your own answers yourself, innit? I think that's all it is, although. That's it. Because obviously, if I bring up the situation, cool, we talk about it, but I just don't even think of what answer you're gonna give me. It's just,
No, I hear it because I've told you this. Not what now kind of thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've just come to just cry on the phone for no reason.
But if you gotta do that, sometimes you gotta do that though.
Yeah, but he's saying he doesn't have to do that. That's what he's saying.
Nah, he cries alone in his room.
I don't think he cried. I don't think he has tears. Like I don't think tears is part of
like
his
the muscle
makeup.
just contracts there.
Yeah, it contracts, and that's it. That's him crying. Like he could sit there, and look at you. He could sit. He would sit there and look at you, but that's him crying.
Because every time you your body tenses up. Your body tenses up. That's why you're so one. No gym needed.
He's powering up. He's actually powering up, fam. That's why he got someone powered in punches. That's why he got someone powered in punches. It's all the built up tears in his body.
Man's throwing up pain on my body.
Backing up like iCloud on his muscles. Next time he jumps to the ring, whoever has that first bang, you are in deep trouble. It's a mistake because you're gonna die.
I don't know, man. Obviously, I'm sure one day, man will be like, yeah, you know, this is what's happening. But
Yeah, man, write a book.
more often than
That's
not,
it, bro. Book. Taking a piss.
but more often than not, you know, everyone's gonna deal with their own problems.
True.
Once you find a situation, you'll be like, yeah, this is what I'm doing and doing.
Word.
I don't know. There's no time to complain.
That's the way you deal with it. That's the way you deal with it.
How do you
As
deal
long as
with How do you deal with it? Apart from sipping wine.
I haven't drank in a long time, bro. Yeah, I haven't drank long time. How do I deal with like being upset and stuff? I go for walks every day, man.
That's what I do.
I go for long walks every day, like 2.5 hour walks every day. Just
No, I used to do that, but now where I live is just bare hills.
yeah.
No, I'm just
I'm so frank.
I'm alright.
I'm a jog on the swap.
Yeah, I go for long ass walks, man. And then by the time I've listened to some Drake, I've listened to some fucking sad ass music.
You know, yeah, one time the stuff was just playing in my head, yeah, and I went for a walk. Usually when you go for a walk, you play music whilst you're walking and you're thinking, fam,
No music.
this
Silence.
was silent.
That's when you
for
know
about
you're in the
2.5
mud
hours.
still.
It's happened to me before as well.
Like,
It's happened to me after work one time. I was listening to music. I was just like, nah,
This ain't it.
this is a silence one.
This is a silent
Just
thing, so,
walking.
yeah.
I hear that one. Sometimes the music is making noise.
Mm-hmm.
You need to think clearly, but
It's
nice
making
to
noise,
have the
yeah.
headphones on.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what I used to do in uni, fam. I'd be walking through campus. There's no music
we
playing.
remember.
I put my headphones on.
I'm in the sixth form.
Niggas wanna talk to me. That's one of the reasons I got headphones in the first place. Because I feel like in college, teachers want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
I remember
just put
all the time.
Just put my
his
headphones on.
headphones on.
Big
and
man,
just-
keep it stepping, bro. I'm gonna have to.
Like,
How do you guys deal with it?
It's fun, you know. You know what it is, yeah? I feel like my thing is like I have got this weird mentality where I feel like everything happens for a reason. You know? So if anything's gonna go mad, I just feel like it's okay. I'm alive. It's gonna get better. Just keep going. And from there, little things like gym, back when gym was open, exercise, walks, praying, because of your faith as well, depends on your faith as well. Praying, all this stuff just makes me feel like I'm okay, man. I'm actually.
It helps you put things in perspective.
Yeah, I'm actually okay.
I feel you. What about you, Mons?
Pretty much the same thing, to be fair. But to be fair, you know,
this guy slaps the whole box of Cocoa Pops.
I haven't had Cocoa Pops in like 2 years.
For real?
Yeah, I don't drink milk anymore. I
said
haven't had thingy, but yeah.
You can still get almond milk, bro.
Where's the tits on almonds, fam? Where's the breast on almonds? Allow me, man. Squeeze.
The almond got to come with breast.
Yeah, show me the almond with breast, so I'll drink the milk, bro. But yeah, yeah. To be fair, obviously by the grace of God, I don't really go through things that are crazy. Obviously, everybody goes through their things, but obviously, thanks to God, I don't go through anything that's absolutely like off the chain. So, I mean, I feel like not like you'll be cheeky of me to be saying I'm going through it, but obviously, there's people going through worse stuff. So, it's one of them ones where, yeah, as John said, like if you pray on it, you think about it, you just deep it, you just clear your mind and go through it, then you just clock that. Obviously, God's got a bigger plan and God's got a way, so, you know, thingy. At one time, I tried to do that whole drive thing. It didn't work. I just thought, I got angry at people on the road. And I thought about the fuel I've just wasted. And if I went through congestion. And if I'm going to have parking when I get home. That's why I don't move my whip. Like, I tried it. I said, this is fucking shit. Let me go home, bro. Like, fam.
I think having a plan as well is also like, if there's an issue and you just write down the steps you're going to take and do what you can do in the whole situation, then you have like a path to kind of follow.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's just up in the air, it's just like, wow.
And even to link on to what you just said, it's the thing where it's like, you also know that you've done what you can. Yeah. Because when you're just in the air, you just feel like, what am I doing? You don't know what you're doing. But when you write a plan down, you've got a vision, you do it, you execute it, you're like, I've done the best I can do. Yeah. If anything happens, now it is what it is. It is what it is.
Actually, good.
A plan of action is usually the best way to do things.
Funny how that's a scripture.
It's funny, you know. I was reading off.
Pastor.
No,
Sorry.
This is don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't. Why is he looking at me?
I was just
repeat the scripture. What? Type that into Google.
It'll actually come out big man. Just close the laptop. Close it. But yeah. But so following from the conversation, as Mandem, what are you saying? What should we make a more conscious effort? Because me, I'm gonna keep it really G right here. I'm not calling you guys if I'm going through fuckery still. Unless it's a fuckery where I'm saying, okay, cool, the Mandem like rally then go, but I don't get into fuckery like that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it very, very, very G. I don't think.
No, but that's the thing I'm trying to say is that I feel like as guys we need to make a conscious effort to, you know, not be scared to reach out to other men if you are going through something. You know, because sometimes it might just be a little vent that you need to do where somebody else just needs to listen to you.
No, I'll be venting.
Yeah, but you don't vent about important shit, man.
Alright.
You don't vent about important shit, bro.
Yeah, cool.
You vent about something else. I'm not gonna. But yeah, it's like, you know, I feel like part of it is pride as well. Like, you don't want.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of men, our relationship isn't based on like an emotional level. As much as like we all love each other. Because we're all boys, but it's not based on like an emotional like level where we're like, oh yeah, I feel sad today type of shit. It's like,
we call them random.
yeah. You see what I mean? Even like that, it's like,
This boy, you're gonna call him. It's like, alright, bro, I feel sad. Just loud, man. No negative vibes, positive vibes only.
You know what it is? I feel like in the past couple of years, obviously, with the way conversations have been had, people are being more open to understanding that. Obviously, not that men have emotions, but it's okay to share it.
No, we have emotions.
You gotta be there to accept it and do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like previously, before those conversations, man called me for some, I'm sad or fam.
No, let me shout you back. I'm in the middle of a game. Let me shout you back.
Oh, you see that airplane mode thing he does.
Yeah, exactly. He'll flick out airplane mode and then put his phone down.
The bit he does it once he's in the middle of a sentence.
He'll be like,
bro, it's a bit mad that you're feeling.
and then he'll put it down.
Caulfield.
And then
like that.
Yeah. This boy is a tyrant. He's an actual tyrant.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll shout it. I'm on this.
Yeah. But yeah, just obviously everyone's open to having the space to speak about your emotions and not even just get clowned, or more so get judged for it, you know. So.
And I think that's the important thing as well. A lot of men, feel like, your boys might use it against you. But if those are really your boys, if you were going through some tough shit, then I like if any of you are going through some tough shit, and then you said to me, unless you like did something mad, like beat my girl or something, then
I say like even if I had a babes and you even like touched her thousands, just don't call my number. just delete that.
You hugged this babe to say hi.
Delete my number.
So friend to delete my number. What?
Just delete the number. Let alone you pound my babes. I'll puncture holes in your tire every day.
Puncture holes in your tire. See, those are the tires. The tears are speaking, bro. The tears, bro. What kind of superhero shit is that?
All jokes aside, I remember when my placemate, when I called you, I think it was the first time I ever called you to complain about anything.
You called me?
Yeah, remember when I was walking to work?
You called me in the morning when I was on my way to work.
Yeah, I was walking to work and I was thinking, I'm so tired of this job. Yeah. I just called this guy, we just split for like, I don't even know how long it was, until I got to work in there.
Nigga was doing placement, by the way. This is just 1 year. I'd already been working for like 2 years.
You were working.
I remember this nigga was saying, I was like,
tell me about
it. If I felt better, I can't lie. I felt better.
Nah, of course, yeah. Sometimes
that was something minor compared to like it's something major was happening. I don't think I'll tell you guys, if I'm being honest. I'll sort it out. The one is done. I'll tell you. Then we can talk about it. We can laugh about it. Like, I thought it was done, but
I feel like I guess maybe the conversation is to get to the point where like maybe not as it's happening, but to get some perspective on what's going on. I feel like sometimes you just need, like an extra ear, or you need someone just to see it from a different point of view. Instead of waiting till the whole situation is over. Because then now you've got like a new course of action.
Then you've got a different angle to tackle.
You know what I mean? Whereas like sometimes you might be set in one way, you're not going to see it. Maybe you're angry or you're emotional and so man, them open up. I seen a video on Instagram one time. It's a GC in it,
No, is it the lobby thing?
No, it's not even that one. Someone's panned on
I've
his
seen
girl.
that one.
The lobby one. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Someone's panned on his girl, and then he's then put that same girl in the GC like, you man, man, I'm sending VNs of them busting up. So he's like, wow, what the fuck you lot laughing at? Then obviously they tell him someone's panned your girl, and then he sent a VN, he's crying and I hate you, man. Like, of course. I think
what was that Snapchat?
I
see that one.
I hate you, man.
Like that was so outrageous. I thought it was fake, fam.
Bro, the man that kicking in the GC, like man, sent them voice notes of them laughing. Now you have to plan that. Like you just don't, you know what I mean? So fam.
Have you seen the lobby one? When they were on like
in
a
the
PS4, and he said,
give a toss about your feelings.
He said, man said, if I was going through a tough time, could I come to you guys? He said, yeah, I hope you do. He said, man said, I want to be at your funeral knowing I could have changed the outcome.
That's a mad thing. Have you seen the one here?
Outrageous.
Where
actually outrageous.
He said, I want to be at your funeral.
That is actually outrageous.
And you know he's gonna hug your mum as well. I said I did everything I could.
So sorry about your loss.
I've seen the one where it's in the lobby thing as well, and then he said, they're asking him why he's upset. But he said, his dad's died. His dad died from drowning. The niggas are like, at first they're like, oh, yeah, sorry. Then they're like, what? This guy's 35 and he's still can't remember that? I said, this is unbelievable. Obviously, I think that was definitely scripted, isn't it? There's no way.
That has to. No, then again, I feel like gaming lobbies are very different places, but you never see that to someone's face.
No, but that's with strangers. If this is your friend and you're telling them your dad passed away, and I say, right, you should be able to swim at 35, I'll punch everyone up in that lobby. But when I remember the time I was in the PS4 lobby, obviously I don't talk to random people and I just play the game there. These two, I don't know, I'm sure they was from Spain, nigga, fam. My name, it's not even my name. You can't even tell that I'm black when I'm not saying that, you wouldn't even know. Man, they're screaming nigga for 20 minutes. Then they get killed in it, and I'm busting up. I'm like, you lot are shit. You lot are fucking shit. But like, it was just mad. Like on PS4.
Yeah, there's no rules. There's no rules.
You know what? Sorry, because I was playing when I was playing FIFA one time. I remember. And you know when I got a red card in the third minute. So I'm thinking,
how you get a red card?
I just got a red card in the third minute. So I'm thinking, I'm done. I'm finished. And I beat him like 3-1. And watch right after the message he was sending me. He's like, you're fucking shit. I said, bro, I had a red card in the third minute. And I still won.
Yeah,
You might get toxic so quickly. You get toxic so quickly.
You can't talk to me like that.
Speaking of toxic, I'm the king of transitions. Has anybody? I'm guessing we've all seen the video of Quavo and Saweetie.
Yeah.
Saweetie. Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts? Actually, the game. Now, Sarah, it'll be good to hear your thoughts. I wish you.
I'm gonna ask Sarah if women talk to each other when they're going through some hardship.
Oh, that's a question.
Yeah, women talk, bro. Women talk about everything, and that's where they have an upper hand.
I think it depends on.
I talk to my friends if they can relate or they understand. If they don't understand, then I just don't say anything. Because they're not
makes
able
sense.
to help me.
Yeah.
So I just deal with it, and then afterwards I will let them know what's up. But yeah.
Think about the amount of women that are going through relationship troubles, yeah, and they will tell their girls, and their girls look at. But guys don't do that.
I feel like relationship issues. I feel like we'd be more maybe inclined to say something. I'm talking about, I don't know.
Like just
If
man them are going through relationship issues as well, they like.
The thing is with I feel like women also have been in a position where they can share so much.
Yeah.
At some point, with some of the information they share, it becomes oversharing.
Yeah, it does.
Because certain people are they're just throwing it out there. Yeah, he did this. Oh yeah, he bought me big man.
Yeah, chill.
I even one time I called my brethren and her friend was there and she was talking about this guy that's talking to her but she's not feeling him. Fam, the conversation was like 3 minutes long. By the time it got to it was only 3 minutes long because at 3 minutes I said, listen, I don't want this conversation bullshit. I'll call you later because I don't want to hear this. Well, like she was just talking about how like he's sending her gifts but she's not really on him. Donnie's not even in this country. He's in another country. He's troubling you from another country. You can just block him.
Yeah.
And live your movie, but I don't know. Like it was just information that she just wanted to put out.
When was this conversation?
Like, a couple weeks ago.
Wait, let me play devil's advocate here and just.
Don't play devil's advocate.
I'm playing devil's advocate. So you
can't tell you what to do. What the fuck?
You're a child of God.
You're
advocate for the devil.
Where it's like, do you think sometimes God just like the attention?
100%.
No, that kind of conversation, they're just bragging.
Everybody likes attention. Everybody likes attention. It's the same way as the man saying, yeah, bro, she's on me, man. But man don't even feel, man's not even feeling her like that, bro. Like she's telling me like, let's go to the car and that. And she wants to give man top and that, but I told her nah, B. I told her nah. I swear to God, that wasn't even my intention. I swear. No, I swear to God. That wasn't.
Alright, disclaimer. Just to let it out there. Just to let it out there. Just put it out there.
Convo. You think
just to put it out there, huh? No, I just wanted to let disclaimer because I'm not that guy.
No, he thought I was talking about that, but I wasn't. No, but that can't even be like you were talking about that because we were all there. We saw that. She said it live and direct to our face.
No, but
she said, "I'm
chill out. Relax and chill out. Hold on. That Dale one is a mistake. I'm not gonna lie. Still, listen.
Calm. But as I'm saying, I
was going to destroy somebody.
Came to finish me.
I'm saying, man, we still talk reckless like that because people just like attention. Everybody likes attention. There's nobody who doesn't like attention from the opposite.
I'm just tired
of gender.
I'm just tired of it, man.
You're tired of attention.
I'm tired of people calling me about the attention they're getting when they don't want it. He's talking to me, but I don't really like him, fam. Why are you telling me? I don't want to hear it.
It'll be like someone calling us, God, there's so much food in my house.
Yeah.
When you say like that,
I just made 10 bags today. Send me your 10 bags because
clearly you don't know what to do with it. Clearly you don't know what to do with it.
You know what it is? When they do that, you say, okay, send me the gift. Oh no, but it'd be rude if I send it to you though. But you tell me about it.
Send it back. Or send it back to the guy.
Fam, just allow me with these conversations about niggas that are on you, but you're not on them.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I'm not benefiting from this.
I have no time for that one. Still.
Facts. But you was gonna say something about the
Saweetie and Quavo. Have everybody seen the video?
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think, Sarah? Do you think it's abuse?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, there was clearly a whole thing going on there.
You think it's a? I'm done, man.
You're moving so crazy. Relax and chill out.
Listen.
Everybody.
I feel like
Let's finish.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on.
It was a mad situation, but until you get to the part where she's just on the floor rocking, then you know this is deep. Where she's on the floor for the entire lift ride.
Yeah.
She's just there. And then even getting up, it was like, that's what made it look a bit mad.
So that's what made it look like it was abuse?
Yeah, like it was deeper than her just swinging and him just swinging back.
So if someone... He didn't swing back, by the way.
Did he not swing back?
No.
Oh.
He didn't swing back.
No, he dragged her into the...
No, she grabbed his thing, and he tried to grab it back, and she said, "Nah, you ain't getting this." And, there was a little tussle. They both fell.
Yeah.
He got up because he was, I'm tough, right?
Bulletproof. Even the thing was Call of Duty.
It was the Call of Duty boxing. He got up, but she was still then sitting on the floor, like rocking back and forth. And obviously, me and Ori had this conversation earlier where a lot of women have said that is abuse right there. But as a man, it's a bit weird because, in my opinion, I feel like there wasn't really much he could have done in that situation. Because I know the way I would react myself if someone was swinging at me. Just reflexes alone, you might just, I might just pinch your ear. Something. I'm being deadly honest because when somebody's like, it wasn't even like a jab. She threw a 1-2 uppercut left.
It was a hook.
She was a fight. She went.
Yeah, it was a hook.
She was trying to knock the bread.
She had that combo.
It was a hook still. No,
you know what's so crazy? Yeah, is that it's not like he dodged like this. This nigga went like.
He went back.
Like Matrix. He did a Matrix.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The situation's crazy.
And I just feel like women need to start having a lot of these conversations where in that situation, rather than obviously, clearly that relationship is toxic already. If you're any relationship where you're at the point of throwing bangs at each other, or when the woman is throwing bangs at you or your friend, it's already a toxic situation, right? But a lot of women are still in that situation, in my opinion, are not still taking accountability of the fact that women at this stage feel like they're at the point where you can physically hurt a guy, but because you're a woman, he's not supposed to do anything back. And the moment he does anything back, you have a bunch of people there ready to call him an abuser.
No, I mean, this again, personally, if I'm about to hit someone, then I'm gonna expect them to react. I'm not gonna expect them to just take it.
That's what we're saying.
That's the point.
So, I mean,
but social media...
If, with like the video and everything, clearly they're in a abusive relationship, so they're both abusive to each other.
Yes.
So then, I don't know.
But we can't say they're both abusive to each other because one person was throwing bangs and the other person was trying to get their box.
In that situation, from the video, the elevator, I would have to say Saweetie was the one being abusive or being toxic in that exact situation in the elevator. Not to take him any history, but that situation where the video shows someone swinging for you, you dodge it, and you both fall into the floor, and she's on the floor, and all of a sudden it's your fault for dodging. It's like, so I should have got back.
And the thing is, because if that was truly somebody that was abusive, as soon as she threw a punch, because we've seen loads of videos of men who just there was never at one point when I felt like he was on the attack, where he was trying to, obviously she was on the floor and a lot of people were saying that he didn't help her, which I understand, like, okay, cool, you should help somebody like in that situation, but clearly we've just had a back and forth and I'm clearly upset. You're upset. The last thing on my mind is helping you now, because I'm still thinking, right, you just try to swing for me.
I'm surprised he didn't even put his hands up.
I read you that.
He didn't.
He's absolutely like.
But I feel like people don't even. Everyone's like dragging Quavo down, but for me, from what I saw, I saw a lot of self-control in that situation. Just like so much self-control. Because even when she was on the floor, he looked at her like, okay.
Because these are street niggas too.
These are not.
That if it was me, if it was any of us here that swung for them like that.
These are not gentlemen.
Spliff.
And then man went and dropped a fire snippet on Instagram the next day.
I'm not gonna lie.
Have you not heard the fire snippet?
No, I heard it.
It's just a little bit of straight. that snippet's fire, bro. No, I'm waiting for that song.
I'm just not gonna lie. I just want to say Quavo.
No, not Quavo, but when you.
Oh yeah. Okay, fair play.
But after that is the issue.
But this is where you're going, because these American niggas don't fight, bro.
Not obviously.
Yeah. I'm not in the elevator. Even then, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm coming out of your hands.
But obviously, when you leave, it's like it's a problem.
There's a sticky one still.
But I don't know. I feel like the situation was not as crazy as people made it seem.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of women were saying that it's abuse, this is that.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're just the start of the video starts out with her swinging.
Yo, something I saw on Twitter.
Mons has just disappeared. Magic.
Rock said like, what? Whoa.
Editing.
He was never here.
That's a Tupac. So there's this thing. There's gender neutral toilets.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing where this girl was like how she was in a gender neutral toilet, and then the one guy stepped in while she was there, and he didn't even care about her. He just walked in and did his business. So she felt violated by that. She was stepping out. Another guy saw her and he waited for her to step out. So she's saying that guy number 1 violated her by stepping into the gender neutral toilets, whilst guy number 2 was a real gentleman because he waited for her to step out.
I seen that,
Yeah.
and then someone replied.
So someone
saying,
you gonna say it?
Yeah, someone replied saying the first guy respected you but as a woman, just because it's a gender neutral toilet, so he didn't care.
Yeah.
The other guy respected you as a woman for not using. No, so the first guy respected you by not caring. He just walked in and used the toilet as normal. Like normal. Yeah. The second guy respected you by treating you as a woman. It's up to you to decide.
Which one do you want?
Yeah. Do you want equal? Yes, it was being equal or being treated as a woman.
And that's what women. Well, that's what I feel like a lot of women are confused, because this is the same conversation that I was trying to have last week, but obviously I went on a radical rant last week. But it's like a lot of women.
Tyrant.
So the thing, wait.
Tyrant.
Sorry. So last week was radical.
I said radical.
Yeah.
You agree with the radical?
Mugabe.
No, but I still agree with what I was
Okay.
saying. I'm just saying, obviously,
was-
to a lot of people, it's the extreme other end.
Right, cool.
You know what I'm saying? But I still want sister wives. Hit me up, man.
Tell them what.
But-
You said.
Maybe forget my fuck. Oh yeah. What I was saying is, a lot of women today want men to be, they want men to be old-fashioned men, but then they want to be modern women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want old-fashioned men, but whilst being modern women. But what they don't understand is that the reason why those men were old-fashioned and they did all those things they did for those women was because women were old-fashioned too, and the behavior warranted their behavior warranted the behavior that they were then exhibiting. Whereas these days, the way women act, they go, "Oh, men are not thingy no more." Yeah, that's because the way you're acting now, this is the behavior
That will match that.
that will match that.
You come in with toxic energy, I'll come back at you, baby.
So if it's a neutral toilet, if man needs to shit, what is man supposed to do? Wait for you to come out?
Blow
Bro,
chunks in
shut on the
nice.
floor. I don't shut your feet, man.
Respect
I
for
don't
the
give a
feet.
fuck, man. I'm whipping it out as soon as it's a neutral toilet.
I don't know about all that, but
It's a neutral
One of
toilet.
those is awkward though, because my university had a gender neutral toilet.
We had a neutral toilet in sixth form as well, didn't we?
yeah.
We know what you used to go to in those neutral toilets, don't we?
Do my him, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, I'll anyways, yeah, Aston. When I went to Aston, I remember. So when the first gender neutral toilet first came, I stepped in, and I can't lie, it was awkward when I turned around. And I saw 2 girls stepping in as well.
Why?
It's toilet, bro.
I know,
It's
obviously.
the same as your yard.
No, but like you grow up.
Yeah,
all
that's
these
what I'm
years,
saying.
everything
Yeah.
toilets,
So it
all
was
that
a
is
bit-
separate.
Basically. So it was a bit of a little memory.
It's mad because even in college, I didn't even really.
I didn't deep it.
I
I
didn't
don't
deep it at
care. Bro, I'm going in there to pee or shit.
And it's the mad thing is, yeah, you literally gonna go in there. I feel like maybe because women go in there and set up their little 20-minute, lunch in there. That's why they care about it. So. No, but because I don't think I've ever gone to a toilet and just stayed there just to sit. Especially if it's a
women
public,
do that though.
especially if it's a public
Yeah, women do
Public
that.
toilet.
a public toilet.
Women
I
will
go
go
in
there.
there.
I don't even use public toilets.
They'll do a whole podcast in there, bro.
You go in there till you eat and you come out.
Wow.
Even in college, man. No, I don't think anyone really.
Yeah.
You go in,
You go in there,
come
piss
out.
shit, come back out.
That's it. And the thing is, if it's a gender neutral one, they don't have the ones where you can just the ones attached to the wall. Where they don't have that.
Yeah,
it's just,
no, yeah,
it's
yeah,
cubicle.
it's just cubicle.
So I don't know what the issue is. To be honest, you're right, man. If you want to be treated old fashioned, if I find the guy that wants to be old fashioned, I feel like I don't. It makes sense, but if you're nitpicking the best out of all the situations, you're bringing it together.
That's what we're saying, yeah.
And it's only common that you would like. It's human nature. You're gonna do that, but you can't get the best of the whole situation. Like
Facts.
situation comes with the bad, whether you like it or not.
Speaking facts,
So you
bro.
can't say we want men to act this way, but then not do this and then not do that. It's mad restrictive and beautiful.
It's like, you know what's funny? I remember what this guy always used to say. My boss, because whenever like girls used to talk about what they want in a guy, I realized it's always like I want him to be bad, but good.
Yeah, they're confused.
See, and obviously, I'm not saying that's impossible. I'm just saying the amount of guys out there that fit that.
They want them to be bad to everybody else, but good to them.
But someone who's bad to everybody else tends to be bad to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember the what's that app called that you once used to be on? Group chat, not group chat. House party.
Clubhouse.
The girl that was saying, what was she saying that time? That I just said she was waffling bare. she wants a guy that's really quiet, but is bubbly when he's around her. I said, what sort of crack are you smoking?
She wants to be the bubbly factor, innit?
Yeah, she said, when we're in public, I want a guy that won't say nothing. But then when we're at home, he tells me everything.
That's so...
Get a dog. Legit, get a dog. A lot of women just need to get a dog and die alone. Because what they're asking for, you're not going to get it. Get a dog and die alone.
You're not wrong though. The dog part, I don't know.
I mean it.
But the thing is, yeah, like I said, it's a nitpicking so you can get the best out of the situation.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that. You can't get a guy that's quiet outside and has a completely different personality.
Unless he's got two personalities, then he's just mentally confused.
Boy, and or like a guy that's like, he's on job, he does this. Right.
But when he's with you, he's now a teddy bear.
That's complete nonsense because the same people he's punched, the way he punched them on the road.
He'll punch you as well.
God give you one.
He's not just gonna stop and go, you know what? Because the love I have. No, they're drug dealers who kill their wives. You're just a girlfriend. What do you think is gonna happen to you?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You have to be realistic about human beings
and that's it. That's the problem. People are not realistic about human beings and the way they act, and that's where I have an issue. That's where I have an issue. But you know what? We'll let that slide. We'll let it slide. Okay,
imagine, man has just punched up 20 men on his way home. He gets home.
And you want to give him attitude as well.
He's exhausted. Yeah. You want to do traditional man. You ain't cooked. No food at home. Man's depleted all his energy punching these men up.
Do you think you can marry a girl that doesn't cook?
No.
Nah.
Why?
What's the point?
No. I agree with you.
No, I'm guessing.
I agree. And you know what? I'm so glad that Mons is gone because he's Ghanaian, innit? No, because a lot of people, a lot of Nigerian men, yeah, we've got this stigma where it's almost like we're controlling. Like, this is the way we've been portrayed as controlling. But
just before you carry on, you say that, but the women, as much as they hate it, that's the kind of niggas that will go for.
The flow is Yoruba men. They're all on the floor.
That's my point, bro.
They're all on the
that's
floor.
my point. A lot of them they love to hate Nigerians like Yoruba men. But that's who they end up with. But you know the reason why is because once you get to a certain age, you actually realize that a lot of those things that those Yoruba, so for example, cooking, cleaning, being the caring figure in the house, a lot of these things, I don't want to use the word obedient because you're not a dog, but like being respectful, things like that, right? We ask those from women because we understand the demands that you would have for us, which is the fridge better not be empty, the bills best be paid, our kids best be taken care of.
Clothes on your back, all of that
stuff.
All
of that stuff. Like we will provide all of that, and in return, we ask for food, for you to nurture the kids, for you, all of that stuff.
Like remember that time I said someone was watching the show and I was listening. And the woman, the woman pays for everything. He pays for everything. She doesn't work, she doesn't do anything. I guess she raises the kids, but that's probably because they're her kids. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be doing nothing, And then the nigga still pays for his own chef. His wife doesn't even feed him. He pays for a chef to feed him and his wife. Fam, get me some divorce papers, man. Come on, man. You don't do anything.
He clearly forgot to sign a prenup and he's just trying to save his money, bro.
You don't do anything. And she doesn't even cook.
Yeah.
She said, bro, doesn't clean, don't do nothing.
Could you marry a guy who wouldn't want to pay the rent? Who wants to? Oh no, let me rephrase it. Obviously, because I'm guessing you want to be a modern woman, innit?
Nah.
Would you want to?
Sarah's not on.
So would you want to be 50? Would you do 50-50? Would you get with a guy who wants to do 50-50 on rent?
Sarah wants to clean, bake. Sarah's not on this working. You know what? You're not that Sarah's.
So would you marry?
Okay, I have to publicly say this, but I don't want to work.
There's nothing wrong
with it. I want to work too.
I don't want to work either.
I'll cook and clean.
If my wife is making that much money, I'll gladly stay home. I'll take care of the kids, baby.
I don't want to work, and I don't want to sound like a pick me, but I'll gladly
wait, sorry.
be a housewife.
Yes.
Honestly, really and truly, that's just.
Are you ready to be led?
What do you mean?
Why are you ready to be led and be obedient to your man then in that case?
No, not obedient. Respected and respectful.
Yes, I respect.
Okay, you ready to be respectful?
Well, if I respect the person and I'm clearly gonna cook and clean.
Even if you don't respect him.
Or if I don't respect the person, then I'm not gonna do it. I wouldn't even get married to them.
Imagine having an argument. Imagine having an argument. You get home and then there's no food on the table. Hey, we're gonna pay the rent next month. How about that?
That's it, though.
How about that?
That's it. That's the thing. Like,
But you can't do that as a man because
That's
you've got responsibilities to fulfill.
That's my point.
Wait, quick. You know, another thing I saw recently, it's linked to this topic here. So this is more of, you know how people always say all this stuff like, I want to take care of a man, I want to do this, I want to do that. They don't actually want to do it, first of all. Second of all, the second thing I saw was a couple were talking, and basically the guy said to the woman, when we were doing this whole relationship and you wanted to get married, we signed a deal, obviously, that's what marriage is a deal. Yeah. So it's a deal. So the deal was that I'm yours and you're mine. But where is that when I'm sexually aroused,
When he wants to fuck and
all of a sudden, you're just like, no. But not just like a one-off. It's not a one-off thing. Come on, it's not a one-off thing that you're just not on it. Like you're consistently not on it.
Cheat, bro.
Over and over. But then, they said if I decide to do something
this
else,
is why you go get sister wives.
Wait. Carry on.
This is why you go get sister wives. Imagine you go 3 wives. You go to one. Now I'm not on it today. Man, you man, I got 2 others.
No, but all jokes aside, so what he's basically saying is that the deal is not fair. You expect me to uphold my side of the bargain, which I do, but you didn't uphold yours.
But this is where women, this is where women differentiate things, because women perceive that their body and like it's more important than whatever it is that you're providing.
Or it's a trade-off.
Yeah, where it's like it's not even like it's a trade-off. It's because once you start talking about sexual stuff and like their body and stuff, it's almost like that's not part of the agreement.
No, it's not even just like when you start talking about sex and all that stuff, their body and all of that stuff is higher on the market.
Yeah.
So like when it comes to yeah, but that's the thing. But whilst it is,
this is why it pisses me off, because you see like with stuff like the so Saweetie did like an interview with some guy called Justin LeBoy or whatever, and she was talking about I don't feel like you should have to treat your boyfriend because obviously he's getting this, like he's getting.
But what are you? You're just
hold on. But this is my point. This is my point, which is what makes me question the type of men that these women have been having sex with, because clearly a lot of the men they've been having sex with haven't realised that sex is a 50-50. It's a 50-50 thing. Yeah. It's not just for me to bust a nut. It's for you to enjoy yourself as well. Imagine having to. This is the way I like to tell women. It's like me having to convince you to have fun and get some pleasure. It's like me. It's like I have £1 million and I go, you know what? Yeah, please, oh God, take this 500k off me. Why would I do that? Yeah. So that's why. Why would I beg a woman for sex? If you don't want to fuck, you don't want to fuck. Goodbye.
But that's
you know what? Come here, I respect that.
That's the currency that they
yeah, that's the only currency that they have, which is sad.
Obviously,
but I mean, it's not like it's been made like that for no reason.
We get the reason.
We get the reason. I feel like the change needs to come because one day, and this is the issue, one day you're gonna be 50.
Hold on, sorry. The reason why that was the case was because back in the day, a lot of women were virgins, so there was actually a point to have that, you know, that price on their sexuality. Nowadays, we got the same body count. So what's next? Yeah. So the same, because before it was almost like, imagine there's a if we say the population is 50-50, yeah, men are out here fucking. So like they're out here fucking. So body count high. So those women where they're virgins, right? It's like not even rare, but it's higher.
If the men are fucking, who are they fucking?
They're fucking somebody.
They're fucking somebody, but those were not the ones that they were bending over backwards for.
That's the thing.
So the ones that they were bending over backwards for were the virgins. So because in that case it's like you're different. But if now you're not, like 10 niggas have smashed you. Like I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. Don't then expect me to then put your body on a pedestal if you're not gonna do the same for me. Because the same way you respect the JJ is the same way I respect my schlong.
I'm a temple, baby.
Like that.
Simple as.
It's that simple. So now where do we go from here? And then that's what I say. A lot of women want to be treated like traditional. They want traditional men whilst being modern women. Because back in those days, if as a traditional man, if I was talking to a woman, I know that I'm the only one she's talking to, and I know that 9 out of 10 times she's a virgin. Now you're talking to other guys. You're definitely entertaining other guys as well. But yeah, you want me to take you on a date and then pay. I mean, I'll pay, but it's like don't then make an expectation. Because the rules have changed now, and if the rules have changed, my participation in this has changed also.
I need to get some females on here.
Yeah, definitely. This is an interesting topic. It'll be a fight there.
Opposite. No, what, man?
No, I promise you it'll be a fight.
I'll be a fight.
No,
because they won't be able to justify.
They can't justify. That's the thing.
How would you just? So if you were to go on a date now with a guy, yeah, do you expect him to pay? Yes or no?
If it's the first date, then I usually I'll make sure that I have money on me.
But your expectations would be.
It would be nice if he pays, and I'll look at him in a different kind of way.
A contender. He's now a contender.
He's now a contender. Contender number one. Contender number one.
If paying is just makes it like the bill comes and it's taking more.
Calculator. I had 3 wings. There was 10 wings.
I'm blocking. If it's taking 5 minutes to sort out payment, then I'm not gonna see him again.
Why?
I'll pay my
but why
half.
out of curiosity?
That's the question we're asking. So it's an expectation you have. You know what I'm saying?
Prefer it. I would prefer it if they pay. It shows.
Okay, so how would you feel then if you went on a date with a guy and he went a year virgin? You go, no, it's like Ash. Oh well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, he's a prick, but.
Can you imagine?
Imagine eating wings.
Oh, you're a virgin, yeah?
Imagine you're halfway through the wings. You put the wing down for a second, bruv. You're not a virgin. Yeah.
Bill.
What? I'm not answering that question on the first date.
So why should he then have to pay on the first date?
He doesn't have to. I just said.
But you said you would block him if he didn't, so he
has
to.
No. I said if it's an issue, the bill comes and he's like, I'll pay, or
what if you just say we'll split?
We'll split. Yeah, I'll just say we'll split.
So you wouldn't block him then?
No, if he says we'll split, then that's fine. The issue is making a thing about paying.
Okay, cool.
That's what it is. Yeah. So if we just sort it out, you call to split, I'll be like, cool, split, and then. As you get to know them, they probably will pay. Okay, I might pay for a date here and there. He might pay for a date here and there.
I can't even lie because I pay for first dates. But my thing is, it's more of a thing where it's like
this ain't getting been on the first day in like 4 years. Shit, but you pay for the first date.
No.
Niggas capping and shit. Nigga.
No.
What's that something on the first date?
Well, my girl now actually.
What the fuck? When was your first date?
Last year.
What did you do?
We went Alright, cool. So we went to this park.
You went to what?
We went to this big park in Birmingham. Yeah.
Does that sound like you need to pay for it?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Well, you pay for entrance?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Man took it to the swings.
I went to go look at the swans.
Sorry.
Look at the grass page.
The only thing this nigga paid for was some stale bread to feed the ducks with. Fuck out here.
Alright, cool. So we went to this park in Birmingham, yeah, and there's mini golf there. There's the swan boat rides. So I paid for the swan boat rides. I paid for the mini golf because I felt like I wanted to spend time with this girl, and I did it, and I didn't think it was that bad. However, my issue.
You not get anything to eat?
Oh yeah, we got food after.
And you pay for the food as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my thing is like.
I'll tell you what.
Talk who what?
You nigga.
No, you did it.
Original talk.
We'll talk about this after.
But so my thing is that so there's some girls where I've gone on dates with and it just feels like you're looking at me and you're expecting it. It's like this nigga better pay for me. Like, no, I don't need to pay for you. You can handle yourself, no? You wanna be a model woman, you can handle yourself, no? It's like a shepherd don't protect lions. If you wanna be a lion, defend yourself, G. Simple as. Simple as.
To be honest, yeah, I don't think I've been in a situation where the babe is like, yeah, you gotta pay, especially like in person. Thankfully, I ain't got no pride, I ain't got no shame. You want to disgrace me? I'll disgrace myself. Bro, like, I ain't got no... Obviously, the selection has been great. I've not picked anyone stupid, but if you don't see me on like shade, bro, men don't even like paying for dates. I'm that nigga.
I'm that guy where I will happily put my card into the card machine knowing it will get declined. And I don't mind.
I'll be so embarrassed.
Well,
I can't lie, I'm not paying anything.
Don't ask me to pay.
I'm not paying anything.
I'll happily go, oh! You know that's mad.
I have money there, you know.
Yeah, you man.
Yes, I don't.
Obviously,
it's happened to me before.
Man don't mind paying, but
don't expect
if you had the choice to not pay, like let's say like the whole paying thing wasn't even like anything, and if you had the option to not pay and she wouldn't look at you any different, would you still pay?
Of course not, because I want to save my money.
Yeah. I'll be more likely to even split it most of the time.
Yeah.
I'll pay for what I did.
What if it's even like okay, as a girl, I've asked this person out, then in my head I'm thinking...
Girls don't ask me already. This is what it comes back to the whole currency thing, because let's put it this way. Me and you both go on a date, right? But obviously, girls get ready and they put on makeup and they put on a dress. Nigga.
Depends on what we're going.
Well, it depends, but let's just say you're going on a...
Whatever outfit you wear won't be as expensive as my outfit.
Promise.
It's not even, just forget the outfit.
Nah.
No.
Let's
not me.
My trainers alone will be more than your whole outfit. Just because I'm a size 12 and trainers is expensive when you're that size.
True.
I have a particular taste in clothing.
Let's
Adapt
you
it.
do.
How much?
So do I.
How much outfit right
How much would you say your average outfit is?
My average outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's not.
Let's not.
No, I wouldn't.
Let's not do that.
No, let's not.
How much would you say your average outfit
Listen,
is?
she's wearing space poppers. Like it's cool.
Why'd you have to do this?
It's like you're jumping to conclusions.
Okay, I didn't say any of that.
What's it? Why? Why'd you have to do that?
I don't know. I just wanted to say
Oh,
it. Forgetting all of that. It's just the currency for women is their time and their looks.
And they look and they're
But the thing
juju.
is, if we're going on a date, I'm also bringing like this
Time,
is also out of my time.
look.
And my use.
If I was a dead thing, would you really
Like
slide
you're
out?
attractive, you know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing I saw. So obviously, listening to my godfather Kevin Samuels. What?
Oh,
Oh,
it's a little faster for your child.
My godfather Kevin Samuels. He said the first date, women should not go on a first date with a guy they don't see themselves fucking.
Right.
You should go on a first date where you've considered this person's attractive. Would I fuck him? Yes, I would. Just off his looks. Yes. And then when you're on the first date, is then actually seeing, can I now actually picture it?
True. Man, them should have used that logic.
Because they know you be gonna bed.
Everyone, take everyone on the date.
You're gonna no. That's what he's saying for women. You should go on the date thinking, would I fuck this guy? Yes or no?
Yeah. I think the
And then when you're there, it's then confirming. Okay, yeah, I would fuck him.
the era of guy, I feel like the time of like women going on dates just for a free meals, I think that's kind of dead now.
No, bro, they still do
They
it.
still do it, man.
They still do it.
Still
Of
do it,
course
man.
they still do it,
do
bro.
it.
Of course, they
Everyone loves freebies. I can't lie. I'll do it.
Which is weird because a lot of people say obviously their body and money is two different things, but what they don't actually realize, you know, a lot of people's like interpretation of money is different because they go, oh yeah, but just because you pay for my meal don't mean I have to free up. No, obviously I pay for your meal. To you that's money, but to me it's the time I've had to put in to get that money.
Facts.
So if I've paid $150 for the meals now, that's a day's work. That's 9 hours of slaving that I've had to do for the white man.
150. Jesus.
One time I called someone and I said, well, you finished working for the white man. And then her manager heard them. And the manager was white as well.
So they can't deny it. Actually, I mean, they are denying it by saying that
I said-
England isn't, UK isn't a racist
can you
country.
imagine?
We're never gonna get into that. 'Cause that's just hella disrespectful.
That's how I'm going to call everyone that I know who finished working for the white man. That's how I'm going to call everyone who
I
works.
can't wait till you start working.
Yeah, I'll be working for the white man as well.
Yeah, we'll all be working for the white man because it's not racist.
No.
Racist.
England isn't a racist country.
Of course not. What? There's free as could be.
Yeah, so but I don't know. I think with that whole situation, women, I just feel like women are so confused, man. Women are so confused.
No, I feel like we have to just because you know how people like to latch onto things. It's a disclaimer. We
No
don't mean all
disclaimer.
women.
No disclaimer.
I'm saying I don't think all women are confused. I think
No. It's not about. It's not. You know what it is as well. It's like.
Disclaimer.
It's like
everyone
we're gonna have this conversation one day when you know Sarah's a black woman, but I would, like a Davida for example, when someone like Davida's on where, obviously they talk about a lot of black women talk about protects black women, and I think me and you have had this conversation before, John. But there is no other race of women that publicly shames their men the same way black women do online.
It's
And we all know how this can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because now it's every day, black men ain't this, black men ain't this, black men are shit. You don't see white women out there saying white men are trash, or Puerto Rican women saying Puerto Rican men are trash, but it's black women every day, this, that, and the third.
But the vice...
This, that, and the third. What'd you say?
I was going to say, like, both parties do it.
that's what we're basically trying to say. We're trying to say, yeah.
Both parties do it.
What I think what Clem is trying to say is that it's not. I actually agree with this as well. I'm not even trying to say it's on you, but the thing was like, if both parties are at each other constantly, you can't now turn and say you don't back me when you're both at each other. Do you know what I mean? You can't be fighting and someone else comes to
that
attack
only
you.
exists on the internet
On the
though,
internet,
because
yeah.
really and
But
truly,
that's
in
the
real
thing.
life,
Most of us live in internet. Let's be real.
yeah,
That's the thing.
but in real life, there are a lot of black couples.
That's my point.
that's the thing.
That's what we're
Okay,
saying.
but this way you have to. This
Why
way you have to
keep-
understand. In the
Like
next
the internet.
in the next generation of people coming up, are they gonna spend more time on the internet than they are going to be in face-to-face conversations with people?
Zoom.
We are right now shaping the minds of the next generation, and the young 14-year-old girl who's on Instagram now already, as a black woman, already thinks black men don't like her, and the black man that's like black young boy on Instagram that's like 13 already thinks, fuck it, black women think I'm trash.
Yep, and he thinks
that's going to create a self-fulfilling prophecy where, you know what it is, when people say if you don't go looking for something, you won't find it. If you're already going into something thinking that this person's going to treat me like trash, the way you behave is then going to make that person treat you like trash.
You can only, you can only get treated how you come across in it.
Facts.
People
can only treat you how you allow them to treat you.
And women allow a lot.
They're patient. They're patient. I'll give them that.
There needs to be more patient.
There needs to be less patient.
In some situations, less.
They need more patient.
See, and I feel like a lot of their issues stem from being too patient. In certain situations, man will explain. The girl will explain the situation, and before she even gets to the halfway point, you're thinking, you're still here.
Cut.
Bandage.
Like, a lot of black women complain about the way black men treat them, but there's a point where he's a piece of shit, but you're a joke man for being here too long.
Yeah, you're being his toilets because you're staying there. Like,
no. I say you're being his toilet.
On the rules. If someone's, but obviously I understand there's some situations where you're emotionally attached to this and that, but sometimes you gotta put your own emotion, your own well-being. Yeah. Like, you have to be logical about it. If someone's banging me in my face, am I gonna keep on staying?
You know what's so crazy though? And this is not to say that I don't believe black women, but it's just women in general. I just feel like women hyperbolize everything, bro. So that's why, like, me personally, when a woman says something about like their relationship, I just go, cool, but like, you're probably exaggerating a little bit. And obviously not to the point where she's like, oh yeah, he's banging me, like he's punching me up. So you made like, I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm sure he just gave you a love tap. I'm not that insensitive, but I'm just saying like certain things where like it is possible for a lot of people to hyperbolize, especially with the internet as well. People just hyperbolize everything because they want to get the biggest reaction out of people. So you add that little extra sauce in it. You know, when you finish cooking, yeah, and you slice up some parsley and some basil in that, and like you just do a little drizzle on top, give it that little chef's kiss.
You know. I think one of the first things I ever seen where I was like, women need to come off the internet sometimes. Yeah. Everyone really, but women. Yeah. There was one. No. In this situation anyway. Just in this situation.
Or is advocating for women to get banned.
But like, there was some woman that I guess she got a big following, especially when it comes to women and young females in it, and she's always not going in on men, but a lot of the things that she's saying is just about like be strong, be your own woman, be independent, blah blah. But sometimes it can come off as bashing, but depends how you want to take it in it. In fact, this woman was on this whole talk for the years. Then she got married out of nowhere, and then everyone was like, hold on. You've had a babe this whole time. They were all spun. I've forgotten the name now, but they were all spun. It just goes to show like.
Yeah, but it's like city girls, nah. When they say be a hot girl.
Even Beyonce, when she was in all the single ladies, the girl was married from time.
Yeah, that's what they do because they like.
Because
that's why
Jackson gets you guys.
You appeal to single women and you tell them what they want to hear. You are selling.
You're making money.
And you know, on the topic of money, not that I really care about men's looks, but Lil Uzi bagged JT.
Money, bro.
Money. Listen, money talks.
Because this is the thing. This is the thing. Women care about money and the lifestyle you can provide, and men care about your looks. That's it.
Yeah, it's true.
Your looks and your sexual. Well, that's not it. Your looks and your sexual appeal.
But it's
that's like
it's one of the main things that gets us. Yes,
and it's that simple. It's the way life is. And even if you're a woman as well and you got money, I'm sure you can bag a pen guy.
You can, but more time. But
it depends how long it takes you to get your money.
There's some ugly women out there who have attractive looking husbands, bro.
It's called love.
It's not love, it's called money. When people say money don't buy happiness, it's a lie.
I mean, money buys a lot.
The next celebrity to say that, send me your bread.
Yeah, send me your bread. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
I'll be the first to come at my soul and come.
Wait.
I'll tell my bank, you're listening.
I'm expecting something big. I'm expecting something big to
I've only ever seen one person say it and follow through. That was the Harry Potter woman. She donated all her money to
J.K. Rowling?
Yeah.
She didn't donate all of it, bro. She's still rich. She's still
rich, but she donated enough to live, but she donated a lot to the
donate all.
Donate all.
Yeah, you won't be rich.
She didn't say all money, mate. No, she said she's good.
But on that though, there was actually a study that they wanted to see like how much money would have an effect on your happiness, and like it had an effect on people's happiness up until like a certain point. I think it was like 100k a year, and then after that, it actually had no effects on people's happiness. It just didn't have any effects. So because once you're earning that type of money a year, you can afford the lifestyle that you want to make you happy. You can have like 2-3 holidays a year. You know, things like that. But when you're broke like niggas are,
Anything.
I'll take that $1 million. I'll take that $1 million.
That's why the question's like, oh, would you do this for $1 million? Come up, because if you had $1 million, you wouldn't be asking that question.
That's why I answered. I'm like, yo, you don't know the money they're paying them.
Honestly, I never make your pizza.
You don't know the money.
I don't blame them for doing it.
I don't blame them.
You don't know the money.
Just don't go and act like you didn't do that to get
Yeah, just be
Post your sugar daddies.
Yeah, someone
post your sugar daddies.
Someone,
it's okay.
Someone pissed on me and gave me a meal.
It's okay. Be honest. It's true. Be honest.
What was the question I saw on
sugar daddies?
I saw on 3 shots. Okay, cool. There's a meal on the table. The table is here, right? A meal. The cash is there. Yeah. You can't take it and grab it and run off.
Nah.
Just blackies outside and punch you out. There's cheeks on the table. You can't see nothing. It's just cheeks.
Yeah.
Would you a meal to pan?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? There's just cheese.
You don't know if it's a man or a woman.
That's
just. How can you not know? I mean.
No. It's covered up. It's just it's prom hole. Like it's not pumps. It's
a meal.
It's anal. Like.
What you don't know don't hurt you. Just don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Then you're halfway. You just say, oh yeah.
No. It's a 50. You never know. It's
even if I heard that, oh yeah, you know, there's have you seen that? Hold on. Have you seen the you know the RDC World People?
Yeah.
It was like when his house is getting burgled, and he's in the he hears a noise in it. He goes, nah, I must have let the TV on.
Bro.
And the thing was like, nah, nigga, I'm right behind you. He said, nah, I'm hearing shit, man.
And at the end, he ran.
He said, nah, I'm hearing. He's about to lay down. He said, I'm literally about to rob your house. He said, conscious, man, I'm literally hearing shit. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna hear that all year. I'm like, nah, man, I'm hearing shit, man.
Bro.
I give a fuck.
A meal. The cheeks is there.
I'm doing it, bro. A meal. I'm doing it.
Full honesty, yeah.
You would do it too?
Yeah, I would. I said yeah.
Even if you had a girl, do you think you still do it?
No.
If my girl don't understand what that meal's gonna provide for us, you're not the sort of woman I want in my life.
You know what? I don't even.
You're not the sort of woman I want in my life. If you
what if your babe said, alright, cool, money scheme, I'm gonna fly Dubai, then what are gonna do what they're gonna do?
Have your fun, babes.
You're lying.
And they're gonna come back with 500k minimum.
Bro, what? Don't hurt me. What do you
understand? But you know.
I don't know. Don't tell me. Don't give me
but
details.
You know.
In my head, you went out there and did a photo shoot.
Okay, and let's say she says actually they're gonna post it on their Insta and their Snaps.
They're moving too bad.
No. Yeah, that's what they want to do. They're paying good money for it.
You can't do that.
No, that's what she said. That's what she said.
First of all, your girl's an idiot for agreeing to that bullshit.
No, that's what she said.
500k is not life changing enough.
So
where you can get
if she said 2 mil.
Yo, problem. I'm trying to see that money is really a problem in this guy's life.
2 mil, bro.
I'm about to say, they asked him the question again and he kept quiet.
2 mil. Bro, 2 mil. That's a nice 500k yard right there, like all paid off, right? Paid off, and then we still got 1.5 mil. Right there.
Yeah, I'm asking.
We can chill.
Yes
we can
literally
pay.
Yes or no?
I could pay myself 40k a year.
This is him convincing himself.
I could pay myself 40k a year for the next like 50 years, bro. Is that math correct?
All while knowing that a 50-year-old shake shot on your girl's chest.
I'll shit on my girl's chest.
Alright, well, so how much time got the camera? I'm tired of this video. That's why I shit my girl's chest.
No. But you know what I'm saying is, what you don't know can't hurt. Like you can think in your head. Obviously, your brain will be running wild. But it's like at some point you gotta look at the yard you've got and like the food that's in the fridge. And sometimes you just gotta look at your babes and just think, you know what, you're right or die. You went through all of that just so I can be happy. Because you ain't getting none of this 2 mil.
Oh my day, yo, you should remind me of something.
What?
Whoa.
She got her chest shut on.
Yeah.
She's not keeping the 2 mil.
Why, man? Let me have it.
Emotional
damage.
Man.
What was he gonna say?
There's this thing where this is a situation there. There's a couple, cool, they're young, and obviously one of them wants to do a career switch because she's not making that much money in what she's doing.
Oh, you told me this.
Yeah, cool. So obviously she speaks to her husband like, look, I want to go to school and start doing this and like go to university all over again. You're gonna need to cover everything because they're both not making that much money. But he's like, okay, cool, we're investing in our future, innit? So he covers her bills and everything for like years while she's in school, law school. So now that she's graduated out of law school, it's now his turn to go to school while she covers everything. And she says, no, I don't want to cover everything, first of all. Second of all, I'm also leaving you. Third of all, I also met a guy in law school who's the son of a partner of a law firm. and me and him and our date.
Is this real?
Yeah.
He told me this and I said,
that's mad.
Imagine.
Your dad's not gonna see. I'm guessing. That's mad.
Bro, I heard that, I was like, what do you do?
You know if man goes mad, like, you can't even blame
You can't blame him.
no, you can't. That's what I said.
Actually just...
You can't blame him.
That's what I said. Imagine. Like, common courtesy is like, cool, like, okay,
Even
you
if I don't
go,
wanna be
yeah,
with you.
like, at least I'll still support you through.
That's mad.
Wow.
Like, you've been struggling, bro. Like, you're doing double shifts.
Just a back. Oh,
Just a
my
back
days.
Can you...
We just like plead insanity, innit?
You can't sue for that.
You can't.
You can't sue.
Because you did it out of the goodness and kindness of your heart.
After the goodness and kindness of marriage.
Yeah.
To support each other.
This is crazy. I don't know what I'll do. Me, I'm already thinking about revenge. I'm thinking about
I
revenge.
don't blame me. I am.
Let them get married. I'm still, bro. Your cake, the chairs, the ring.
That's what I was telling him. I said,
Your shoes.
as in
every day that you lot are married, things are going missing from your house. It's like your money. Are you still not joking? Your TV, your spoon, your forks, your bed sheets. I'm still in towels. If I have to, fuck.
So I'll pop your tire every morning.
Bro, that's mad.
Oh.
That's like for law school as well.
That's 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. 7 years.
That's in America as well.
No, it depends.
It's America as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
so that's a
expensive.
long time.
It's expensive.
That's mad.
Yeah.
And he must have been killing himself.
Killing himself for her. She just turned his back like that.
Just don't sign divorce papers, innit?
Yeah, you're signing. Your babes are signing a prenup, innit?
Oh, facts.
I'm not going in prenup, man. I feel like when you go, it sounds stupid, but I feel like
It's
when you
not
go.
valid in the UK.
What?
Prenups.
It is.
I saw it is.
No,
In the
it is.
UK, no, they don't mean anything.
No,
No,
it's
it's definitely legally binding.
Yeah.
She can't claim nothing.
No,
You sure?
Yeah, I've done my research.
I know.
They are.
Yeah, what's on the prenup? If you made the money, like if she was gonna come up with you, would she still sign the prenup?
If she was gonna come up with me. Yeah.
She would still sign the prenup.
Yeah, because it's like it's all good and well because I know the type of person.
They're not enforceable in UK courts.
I'm sure they are.
It's up to the judge that will rule on the financial settlement.
Oh, you better hope you have it.
Nah, but you can still sign it though. You can still get them signed.
But the
It's
judge
not
himself
enforceable.
doesn't have to enforce it.
No, he
It's
doesn't
up-
have to, but it's better when it's there than when it's not.
But it's up to the judge to be like.
No, but what he's
No, but I'm
saying
saying
is
it's better for you to have it.
Even legally, the fact that
It's
he's
still
done it shows that
it's still
it's
better
not
for
done.
you. It gives you a more of a chance in court
You
than
better-
not having
yeah.
it.
True. Yeah, imagine you just go.
Yeah, because if you just go empty-handed,
you're done.
yeah,
She can say anything, you're done.
yeah. But it's like, yeah, even if we went on the come up together, I would still because, yeah, all good and well that you were with me, but I know the type of person I am where unless you fuck me over badly, when it gets to the time where our marriage is broken down, I will still give you sufficient funds rather than you being entitled to half my money.
That's true.
Because even
Well,
though
that's
you've
the
done
woman
stuff
she's
like
never done.
at the end of the day, it's like Jeff Bezos now with the stuff where
Oh,
he
he
has
does
to give
this
up a
thing.
lot of his money.
Billions. Oh.
Obviously, to them, he's gonna make it back anyways.
Anyway, you know.
But it's still like he was still the one who built up Amazon, and you're now entitled to half of it. Yeah, you supported me through, but it was still my idea, and I had to grind for it. I was the one who had to wake up at 5 and not sleep for like. Because this is what I was telling you. Like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, be business owners, be this, be that, be this." Yeah.
I think it's
But-
torture, man.
Like imagine having the income to be able to do whatever you want in the world. Like you could literally wake up and say, "Yo, I'm gonna go get a patty from Jamaica and come back and then fly from there to Japan to have like sushi for lunch and then go like Antarctica and eat a dolphin." I don't fucking know.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying like you could do whatever you want. Like you have the wealth and the income to do it, but yet you can't do it because you have to give your time to something else.
Yeah.
It's torture.
I wonder when he's gonna stop.
He said he's already
stepped
stepped down a little bit, but it's like it's
He's still
torture.
there.
It's torture.
He's actually still in the company. Though.
Like there was somebody who was talking. Elon Musk was saying like he's scheduled for the day. My man wakes up at like 5, goes to like SpaceX from like 5:30 to like 11, and then from 11 to like 3 goes to Tesla, and then from 3 to like 7 he's at the solar panel company he does, and then from 7 to like 2 in the morning or like 1 in the morning he's back at SpaceX.
Yeah, you're
And he gets like 4 hours sleep a night, and he does that every day.
But you know what it is, yeah? Because that's when you're self-employed to that level, your actual hours don't exist. Your hours is your life.
Yeah, it's your life.
It's your life. That job is your life.
And a lot of people,
it's
good in what everybody's saying, like be a business owner, be your own boss, but
ready for that.
It's a lot easier to go to work and then when you're done with work, go home and not give a fuck about that company.
And just go have like your personal time is your own. I'm not saying obviously. I'm not saying don't start a business. I'm just saying it's a lot more to it. It's not just
people just see the glitz and the glamour. They just see they see that his net worth is 2 billion and they think that guy is rich.
That's why when sometimes I feel like if I was gonna do any kind of a documentary, it would be like just one following entrepreneurs and like people who work for their own companies around. I'm talking about the meetings they go to, but just their daily schedule, going from here to here, speaking to that person. Because when people have done that in the past year, it's always that they're meeting this important person or they're going to lunch with their family. It's not about, that's not what man's here to see. Man's here to see the hard work.
The hard work.
And if I'm gonna, another one would be just to do a thing on like the people that work in the background. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, you know when you record movies and that, all the people behind the camera, that's the people that, because I feel like obviously everyone's always saying that black people, we only focus on
the stars
and what's up there, but there's a lot of people behind production. And those are the people that we need to. If I was ever going to do a documentary on anything,
that was the documentary idea that I wanted to do last year. And feel free to steal this. I don't care if anybody wants to make it. I was gonna do a documentary called Carrying the Black Torch, and it was gonna focus on kind of people behind the scenes. So because as black people, it's easier for people to tell you aspire to be that football player when there's like only 20 players per team. The spot's limited. Whereas they don't tell you can be an agent, you can be a physiotherapist, you can be a nutritionist. Even like with films, people want to either be the director or the stars, where you could be the gaffer, you could be the AD, there's so much stuff for you to
do. Names on the credits of
there's
films.
So many. But that's what.
Look at all the individual roles. Thank you.
But everybody is so like as black people, we're so obsessed with kind of being the main one that. When we're not that, it's then fuck.
And I feel like if anyone who's not in that position, or the people that we only really listen to are people that are in those positions.
Yeah,
whereas like the people that are not in those positions, you don't really hear them say anything. They don't really talk. But like, if more producers,
it's because they don't have the voice and like people don't pay no attention.
No, that's the thing. Though. That's what we need to.
I feel like the thing. It's like it's not that they don't talk. It's literally what you said. They talk.
We don't listen. Because we're like, who the fuck are you? Like, man don't know who you are.
No one's listening.
And I think that's what we need to shed more light on, because there's a lot more opportunities out there.
Yeah, even think about like lawyers, accountants, like people who are like, there'll be a lawyer, I don't know his name, but I'm sure there's therefore a black guy or a black woman out there who's killing it in law. Probably. But we don't know about it unless you were interested in stuff like that.
And you're in that.
Environment.
Yeah. Oh, you're in trouble.
But that's the thing though. But it's because I think a lot of it is also in order to believe something, you have to first see it. And what is constantly put in our eyes are the stars and like the actors, and so we don't know about that lawyer, we don't know about that accountant, we don't know about that black judge. So we don't think we could be that. So we don't aim to be that.
Funny, even linking on to what you said, I remember one time when I was in...
This is a long ass podcast, boy.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I remember one time...
The camera...
It stopped like twice already.
Yeah.
Oh. So it was one time I remember I was writing something, and then it just came to me, it was like... It's like they say everyone has a voice, but they only give you one mic. So you're either a rapper or an athlete. As a black man, if not, nothing else.
Yeah.
So that's the only voice you hear. That's the only music. Most black boys, black boys, what do you want to do when you grow up? Footballer. Most, especially the ones that are the sporty ones. That's all they know. There's nothing else for them.
Yeah, and it's a trap because imagine dedicating the first like 16, 17, 18 years of your life to one thing and it doesn't work out.
Oh shit, man.
You're going to be so shut down.
Which is why when a lot of people say, oh yeah, all the stuff I learned in school, it's like, it's useless, I don't use it now. Okay, cool, I get that, but it's like, it's
a foundation.
It's not even that it's a foundation. It's worth going, for me, I don't mind, even though I hate sixth form, and I enjoy secondary school and stuff, but like, I don't mind going to school I don't mind forcing everybody to go to school for like the first like 18 years of their lives, if it then means that, for every school there'll be 10 doctors. who will then be able to save lives in the future. I don't mind going through that because at the end of the day, I'm gonna need a doctor one day.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. But loads of people are like, bro, man don't care about no algebra, bro. I never had to find X in life.
You probably had to, you just don't realise you had to.
No, they've had to find X because they've all been finding their X's. But you know.
Nigga think you got bars.
I do got bars.
Let's wrap this shit up.
I do got bars. Come on,
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, let's wrap this shit up, man. We got shits to do. Thank you very much for listening to the Nothing New Podcast, episode 41.
Wow.
I've been Clem.
Alright.
It's been Ore.
John.
We've had John. We've had Sarah behind the mic and that.
Shout Sarah out, please. It's just as we're saying, people behind the mic who no one sees doing
I shout that out.
Again, another Sarah. Another one. Thank you.
But boy, man, don't mind shit too much. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. Boom, bow!
I'll admit it. Watch your motherfucking